This is a historical story written in simple English. It tells the life of Julius Caesar, one of the most famous leaders of ancient Rome. His story is full of ambition, war, politics, and tragedy. Caesar was loved by many people, but also feared by powerful men. Through his life, we can see how power can build a nation and also destroy a man. This story helps you learn English while understanding real history. Julius Caesar was born in 100 BC in Rome. He came from a noble family, but his family was not very rich. Rome at that time was not an empire. It was a republic ruled by the Senate and elected leaders. However, Rome was full of conflict, corruption, and ambition. From a young age, Caesar was intelligent and confident. He studied grammar, law, and public speaking. He admired strong leaders from the past and dreamed of greatness. Unlike many young nobles, Caesar wanted not only power, but also popularity among ordinary people. As a young man, Caesar faced danger early in life. A powerful dictator named Sulla ruled Rome. Caesar refused to obey Sulla's orders and was forced to flee the city. For a time, Caesar lived as a soldier, learning discipline and courage. After Sulla died, Caesar returned to Rome. He decided to improve his speaking skills. He traveled to Greece to study rhetoric, the art of public speaking. On the way, pirates captured him. Instead of begging, Caesar spoke boldly to the pirates. He joked with them and promised that he would return one day and punish them. After his release, Caesar gathered ships, captured the pirates, and had them executed. This event showed his confidence and strong will. Later, Caesar served as a soldier in Asia Minor and gained respect for his bravery. War taught him leadership, strategy, and loyalty. These skills would help him greatly in the future. Back in Rome, Caesar entered politics. He understood that power in Rome came from both the Senate and the people. He supported reforms that helped poor citizens, which made him popular. Caesar held several important positions. He became a judge, then a governor, and later a high religious leader called Pontifex Maximus. This position gave him great influence. However, politics in Rome was dangerous. Caesar spent large amounts of money to gain public support. He fell into heavy debt, but he believed power would bring rewards later. To gain more power, Caesar formed an alliance with two powerful men, Pompey and Crassus. This alliance was called the First Triumvirate. Together, they controlled Roman politics. Caesar became governor of Gaul, a region north of Italy. This position gave him command of the army. In Gaul, Caesar showed his true talent as a military leader. He fought many tribes and won great victories. He expanded Roman territory and brought wealth to Rome. His soldiers admired him deeply and were loyal to him. Caesar wrote books about his wars. His writing was clear and simple, just like his commands. Through these books, Roman citizens learned of his victories and admired him even more. While Caesar was winning battles, fear grew in Rome. Many senators worried that Caesar was becoming too powerful. The alliance between Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus slowly fell apart. Crassus died in battle, and Pompey joined the Senate against Caesar. The Senate ordered Caesar to give up his army and return to Rome as a private citizen. Caesar knew this would destroy him. Without his army, his enemies could arrest or kill him. In 49 BC, Caesar made a historic decision. He crossed the Rubicon River with his army. This act was illegal and meant civil war. Caesar reportedly said, "The die is cast." Civil war spread across Rome. Caesar fought against Pompey and the forces of the Senate. Although Pompey had more resources, Caesar had loyal soldiers and sharp strategy. After several battles, Caesar defeated Pompey, who fled to Egypt. There, Pompey was murdered by local rulers. When Caesar arrived, he was shocked by this act. In Egypt, Caesar met Cleopatra, the young queen. He supported her claim to the throne. Their alliance strengthened Caesar's power in the East. Caesar continued fighting enemies in different regions and won victory after victory. Eventually, he returned to Rome as the most powerful man in the Republic. The Senate named Caesar dictator for life. This title gave him almost unlimited power. He introduced many reforms. He improved the calendar, reduced debt, and gave land to soldiers and poor citizens. Many people loved Caesar for these changes. They saw him as a hero who brought order and stability. However, others feared him. They believed Caesar wanted to become king. Rome hated kings because they reminded people of tyranny. Caesar's power, confidence, and popularity worried many senators. They believed the republic was dying. A group of senators decided to act. They believed killing Caesar was the only way to save the republic. Among them was Brutus, a man Caesar trusted deeply. On March 15, 44 BC, known as the Ides of March, Caesar went to the Senate meeting. He ignored warnings and bad signs. As Caesar entered the Senate, the conspirators surrounded him. One by one, they attacked. When Caesar saw Brutus among them, he stopped resisting. He fell, covered in blood. His death shocked Rome. The conspirators believed they had saved the Republic. Instead, they created chaos. Rome fell into more civil wars. Eventually, Caesar's adopted son, Octavian, gained power and became the first Roman emperor, Augustus. The Republic officially ended, and the Roman Empire began. Caesar did not become king, but his actions changed history forever. Julius Caesar was a man of great ambition, intelligence, and courage. He rose from a noble but modest family to become the most powerful man in Rome. He brought reform and order, but also fear and division. His life teaches us that power can inspire loyalty and create enemies at the same time. Caesar's story is not just about war and politics. It is about human ambition and fate. Even today, more than 2,000 years later, the name Julius Caesar is remembered around the world as a symbol of power, leadership, and tragedy. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us create more historical stories every week.